I want you to imagine if Eric Blair, also known as George Orwell, could be with us right now. And we could explain to George this thing called social media and Twitter in particular. Think of what we would tell him. Think of what we would explain to him and think about how his jaw would drop. And he would turn to you and say, "And you allowed this? Didn't you read my book? Did you not understand it? What about dystopian Orwellian horrors did you not comprehend?" Let me explain, especially with this new bitching and moaning about, oh, it's only 8,000 if you have the verified, and I want my. I mean, these children missing the point of what is happening. The self-styled geniuses of the Twitterverse. But first, let me ask you a couple of things prefatory. A proem of sorts, a prolegomenon. Number one, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. You're going to learn so much, and you're going to think things that other places don't make you think. Also, hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and the like. And remember, we are sponsored. This video right now, this portal into freedom is sponsored by our great friends at mypillow.com. You talk about pillow. You talk about freedom. What am I saying? And right now, with the 4th of July upon us, oh, by the way, how many countries have a 4th of July? All of them. But I digress. Go right now to mypillow.com/Lionel. mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. You get a free gift, but look at the deals aplenty for the 4th of July. And if ever there is a company or there are people who celebrate the birth, the genesis of the greatest country that has ever existed, and believe it or not, we are. Maybe not the greatest government, but the greatest country. It is the great people at mypillow.com. Go there, support them. They are patriots. They are wonderful people, and they have supported us, and we support them. mypillow.com/ or promo code Lionel. Imagine we're having a conversation with George Orwell. Eric Blair, we said, let me tell you what's going on. You always envisaged the idea of some Stasi-like dude coming into your home. While you weren't there, he'd go to your light bulb and he'd put in some microphone. Think about the FBI with Big Paulie and Toad Hill and the White House and going in and putting devices. We don't do that anymore. We have this thing, this wonderful, and I'm holding up my mouse, but we have this social media device, and we have this phone, which is the greatest thing. I mean, this is this is the surveillance tool you give to the government. You just hand it to them. You say, here you go. Here we go. Follow me. Listen to me. Know everything about me. But social media in particular, nobody saw this coming, specifically Twitter. Facebook, I think somebody called it one time a private walled garden or something where you have to be, in essence, invited in, so to speak. You're just an observer, but you're not really a creator. You see, with Twitter, not only are you a follower, but you're a creator too, because if you retweet something, you create it, and so it's a different story. Not only that, you don't have to be invited, you just follow. So that's one thing. YouTube is a wonderful thing too, but we have the creators like me, and then you have those people who respond to the creators, and maybe, yes, you can pass them on, but it's a different concept. Twitter is so important because it is so immediate and so fast and so quick. And what it does is it gives the intel community the ability to know at any given time what are the memes, what are the ideas, what is the activity, where is the activity coming from, what is the activity saying, what are they suggesting, what is going on here. This is exactly what they're saying. What is going on and what are they saying? Now, when censorship comes down, it's not somebody who's going to be sitting at the Twitter office and saying, okay, let's put out the word, anything about MAGA, vaccines, 9/11, Ukraine, shut them down. It doesn't work like that. That would take forever. Artificial intelligence does that for you in a heartbeat. And it can be done by the millions and the millions. See, artificial intelligence, your people still are learning a little bit about what it is. It's not, to even give it a name, I think, belies and incorrectly focuses on the dangers of what it is. But I digress. It works something like this. Because it has all of this data, the term is that they call it scraping. And it constantly says, okay, what are people saying? Paris fires, got it. Pro, con, geography, male, female, what's going on? What is our, let's throw this in. And it will say, okay, there's a whole bunch of people who are against the riots, a whole bunch of people who understand the riots, and a whole bunch of people who neither understand nor support, but who don't really react and whatever. So what would you like? AI can then say, we want to get rid of all of those people who are against rioting. We want this to be in support of Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum, Great Reset. We want this to be linked also with the lack of rational rights that are a part of, what am I trying to say? Immigration rights that are being overlooked, and blah, 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 and whatever. Okay, you got it? You got it? Good. So then it comes in and boom, it does its handiwork. Now, what Musk is saying is that if you limit the amount of available scrapings, now, by the way, let me stop right there. If you think for 1 minute that I don't recognize that what he's trying to do is to build up more of that paywall, $8 or whatever it is. Yes, I understand that. Yes, I got that. Let's just get that out of the way. He's a businessman and okay, fine. But understand what Twitter represents. It is an intel tool that allows the pulse of the world to be taken at any given day, at any given moment, at any given time. So it can therefore quash politically and ideologically dissimilar ideations and the like, redirect, support, promote, shadow ban, whatever it is. But it needs the constant scrapings. It's like when you go to a doctor and you say, can I give you my x-rays from what? A year ago. I don't want your x-rays from a year ago. X-rays are no good. I want to know now. Twitter is a constant heartbeat of what's going on in the world. And it tells you, it allows you to see this. That's what Twitter is. If Twitter wasn't, Twitter was made by the government through DARPA and In-Q-Tel and all of the other facts. And people still believe that Twitter and these social media platforms were just the genius of these wonky, nerdy folks who came out of nowhere who said, hey, I'm going to, put together this thing, and I'm going to cobble together my genius for whatever it is. No, absolutely not. And Orwell would be astonished. He'd say, you mean, so people, yes, they voluntarily do this. And they are told repeatedly that what they are doing is to provide this raw data to intel sources and surveillance units in order to gather the information to find out what people are doing, but also to gather the information so that they can be suppressed. You're handing the information to them and saying, look at what I'm thinking, look at what I'm believing in, look at what I'm saying. Now shut me down, close me down. It's the weirdest thing here. Look at me. Look what I'm saying. Some people are so daft by this that they actually think it's a weird form of, I don't know, some form of a badge of courage. I don't know, but that's for another story. So keep in mind, Twitter more than anything else. And I know there are people who love to say, I don't like Twitter. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. They love to tell you what they're not a part of. Twitter is the most important metadata, opinion generating, scraping service that allows deep staters, intel set. Remember, deep state, intel state, shadow government, ruling class, the invisible government, globalist, whatever. This is, you're giving them the data to see where everyone's going. They can also change data by using AI programming and the like to learn how this works and to shelve, what have you. The argument involved in support of Elon Musk, again, keeping in mind that it also is concomitantly coexists with him making more money, is that you're providing less data, less information, less is provided to the I guess the bad guys to scrape, to cull, to accumulate in order to be used against you. Now, I trust you will take that. You will also spend the day, and Twitter also provides this, but follow this. You must learn how to be more of the autodidact and learn more specifically about what I'm talking about. Let me leave it at that. Let me thank you. Let me also say that you may thank me by liking the channel, liking the video, that is, supporting the channel by subscribing to the channel, hitting that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And don't forget our sponsor right now, as July 4th looms, our great friends at mypillow.com. Promo code Lionel. And now, dear friends, I ask that you, on behalf of a grateful nation, provide us with your genius as you comment as you see fit.